History doesn't mourn a man who collapses quietly, it forgets him. Many men don't fall due to weakness but because of one pivotal decision, allowing the wrong woman into their lives. This choice doesn't announce its consequences immediately. Instead, it unravels a man's potential slowly, invisibly, and irreversibly, until he finds himself attending the funeral of who he could have been. This video, steeped in Machiavellian philosophy, dismantles modern romantic ideals and offers a ruthless framework for understanding female influence on a man's mission, vision, and self-respect. Machiavelli warned that men are ruled by what they see. Modern culture seduces men with appearances and romantic fantasies, blinding them to a critical truth. Most women either multiply your life or quietly drain it. There's no middle ground. The illusion of love, commitment, and charm conceals parasitic behaviors that slowly chip away at a man's discipline and focus. A woman can either become a partner in purpose or a subtle saboteur, her presence soothing while her influence is corrosive. The downfall of many men lies not in the woman herself, but in their failure to discern. Undisciplined men fall prey to appearance, neglecting the deeper truths of a woman's values, patterns, and behavior when no one is watching. In a world that trains men to idolize beauty, few have the strength to walk past allure in pursuit of substance. A man who leads with emotion instead of principle opens the gates of his life to manipulation. A woman who undermines masculine authority, who resents leadership, mocks vision, and rebels against structure, is a storm in disguise. She doesn't need to scream to destroy, she only needs to subtly redirect a man's path until he no longer remembers who he is. Respect, not love, is the foundation of loyalty. A woman doesn't stay loyal because she loves a man, she stays loyal because she respects him, and she respects him when she fears losing him. Not fear rooted in abuse, but in consequence. A man who cannot command respect, who yields leadership for comfort, will be resented and eventually ruined, not always loudly but inevitably. This is the brutal wisdom Machiavelli imparted. The man who cannot walk away is already owned. Emotional weakness masquerading as compassion becomes a weapon women unconsciously use to reshape men into what suits their momentary needs, not what supports a shared future. Men need to assess a woman not during times of fun and gifts but in boredom. Does she crave drama to feel alive or does she foster peace? Does she thrive in stillness or destroy it out of restlessness? These questions expose her nature, and when it comes to her past it matters. A history of betrayal and chaos is not reset by a new man, it's refined through him. You're not her redemption, you're another chapter unless you draw the line. A man's mission, not a woman, must be his center. Any woman who disrespects discipline, belittles ambition, or competes with your purpose is not a partner. She's an assassin cloaked in affection. Her loyalty is conditional, often fading when the spotlight does, and if she cannot flourish in your absence, she'll sabotage in your presence. The wrong woman won't destroy you through acts of open hostility, but through emotional withdrawal, passive resistance, and covert sabotage. She will label ambition as obsession, discipline as rigidity, and purpose as selfishness. And most men, trained to soften and please, will yield until their fire is extinguished. For the man already trapped in such a dynamic, it's not too late, but it will cost. Comfort, pride, time, maybe even years lost, but staying costs more. The wrong woman will eventually leave anyway, drained of her use for you, and you'll be left hollowed out, not by her, but by the parts of you that refused to walk away when you knew you should have. Machiavelli didn't write for men in need of therapy. He wrote for men ready to reclaim their mental sovereignty. You must recognize that love is not purpose. Purpose is purpose, and the woman you choose will either fortify it or dismantle it from within. There are no neutral choices. Every woman you allow in either sharpens you or dulls you. There is no harmless flirtation, no temporary indulgence. Either she aligns with your vision or silently resents it. Either she fuels your fire or dampens your drive. This isn't paranoia, it's protection. The video ends with a sobering truth. A man who fears losing a woman is already owned by her. A man who fears losing his purpose, however, owns the world. Therefore, lead ruthlessly, test loyally, and choose wisely, not for affection, but for legacy.